test.
Okay, it started. We're testing.
Tell me when we're testing.
We're testing.
Okay. I'm going to take my... I'm 7 foot away from
I'm going to move further back so then you can take your mask off so the people can see your face. Yes.
Mask off.
Ah.
Okay, live now. Watch live video.
I can't wait for spring. I am so wishing for spring.
Do you want me to move the table closer so you can put your papers on it?
No, but thank you.
Do you want me to move the table closer so you can put your papers on it?
Hedy, put your glasses on.
You can still hear my voice. Loud and clear.
Perfect.
But that's not good though.
That's not good.
That's not good. That means you can hear him, not her. That's bad.
Grandma, could you speak?
Can I speak?
Of course you can.
Immediately? Can I welcome everybody? Or are we only testing?
Yeah, but when a car passes by, Dad. Wait. Hold on.
Oh, so it's not. Yeah, move it closer to her mouth.
It's right here.
Right there.
Say something. Grandma, say something.
Say something. Welcome everybody. I may have to welcome you again because I think we're just testing. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Does that mean I can begin?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I just had to unplug the mic and plug it back in. Dad, can you turn that lower, please? Lower.
That means that to work.
Oops. Jesse, you were right.
Yep, I know I was. I'm always right. It's a thing that happens.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wait. I'm attached.
You want me to get it? I can
Nope. Hedy, listen to your grandchild. When he says, I did it, Jesse, I picked it up and nothing fell apart.
Do you want to put it on the
Yes.
Yes. Here.
Thank you, Daddy.
And here's your book.
Do we begin?
Can we begin, Dad?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to spend those 2 minutes wishing for spring to come. And we've had a relatively mild winter, but we have so much snow.
we good?
When you raise your hand, I'll begin.
Yay, go, Grandma.
Go? Okay.
Not yet. He's being ridiculous.
Not yet.
I meant that generally, rhetorically.
It's the same with when you feel anything in the night.
Eileen says you look adorable in your hood.
Say it again.
Eileen says you look adorable in your hood. Okay, you're good.
Go, Grandma.
I love her.
Go.
Did you say go?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going. Everybody, welcome. I've been doing a lot of thinking about this because I've been getting so many messages from Facebook for people who want to hear me, and so many new ones. So for them, I would like to give a little introduction of why I do what I do. Suddenly, through Facebook, I have a voice. And I've always wanted to talk. And I think we've reached a point where all of us are learning that we have to change. I'm afraid of where we're heading. Suddenly, instead of coming together with an unseen enemy, an enemy which is all over our globe, a virus where we infect each other without knowing it. And instead of bringing us closer to each other, there's more violence. I think I was so affected by the 6th of January when my country tore each other apart. And nobody's considered guilty in order to fix things. So who knows what comes next? Are we going to destroy ourselves? Global warming is a sure sign of it. It's caused by the things that are heating up the world, the things which give us comfort, and for many industries, great money. I would like to speak about having all of us speak to each other. Find out that we belong to each other. And I would like to read what I wrote about it. Okay? Jessie, let me give you these because that has the drawing. And I'll just take the paper on top. Thank you.
Do you want this?
Yes, thank you. Grandchildren are wonderful. Okay. What I wrote was, it seems as if this period of removal from what was my normal life is allowing me time to see what I never had given to myself. Time to examine other ways of being. I think that it began when my grandchild, Jessie, was working with me on my website of finished paintings. So many notes to go through, so many papers and photos to examine, and one day he said, "It doesn't make sense that the paintings that gave you so much joy to do should make you so stressed when you work with a website about them." It made me sit back and think, I love painting. I love drawing. I loved the work that they give me. But there's so much work attached to letting you know about them. I can't do it by myself. I need my family with me because they know what a computer is and what hearing aids are. and what to do when a car goes by. When Harvey Wiesenberg and I discussed my doing drawings of people with special needs, I knew how to do that. Because when Eric, who passed away 5 years ago, when he and I decided we would do a book against prejudice, the first thing he said, go to Harvey and allow him to give us his ideas. Because the people who have the most prejudice against them are those which have disabilities, which make them look different or act differently. And so we did. And it worked. He published a book on it, on the drawings. But now I can't be near anybody. I can't sit next to somebody and hear what they have to say. And that is giving me distress. But now there's a new world for us. Thank you, Jesse. Things keep flying and he picks them up. I love you. Spring is coming, and then I won't be sitting with all this equipment around me. I'll be sitting here and the sun will be shining. What happened with the masks, we've all become special needs because our face is gone unless we're 6 foot away like I am now. And our eyes have to tell everything. And so I went back to the drawings I had done of people with the masks on. And I read, so now when I draw you, I'm going to concentrate on your eyes. Just on your eyes. And Jesse, would you show Lisa?
Tell them it's also on your Facebook page. It's also on your Facebook page.
It's on, oh good, it's on my wall.
Yes.
But I have to talk about Lisa. Okay? Lisa gives joy. She doesn't just teach special needs people and elderly like me. She vibrates joy. And I put it into her eyes in the picture. But when I couldn't get into the city anymore because it took so much effort and time, and Eric said to me, do Long Beach, but make sure that you don't do any painting of anybody unless they give you a story of themselves. Because our aim is to speak against prejudice. And the only way to do it is to have people tell their stories. So I said to Lisa, what makes you be so joyous? And she said, I think I may have been a circus performer in a past life. From the time I could sit up, my dad balanced me on one hand above his head or perched me on the fireplace mantel, smiling ear to ear as he slowly backed away, commanding me to stay, or tumbled me off his back while jumping the waves at Jones Beach. These antics were not entertaining to Mom, her first cousin, Aunt June, or her best friend and ballroom dance buddy, because her parents were dancers. Aunt Beatrice, witnessing the baby balance tricks and ocean aerobics, would make them gasp and scream, Donald, stop doing that to her. He always shooed them away. This early childhood training led me to absolutely love physical exhilaration with a dab of drama. But what she does is she laughs and she gives joy. And what we did was, through Harvey and through Johanna, whom I'm going to draw next week and tell about her. She led the group of seniors and little kids and everybody in our center. But I do have to say one thing. The idea of having us seniors and people with special needs dance together was an incredible program. And maybe my speaking about it will allow people to do it in their communities. Because we need to change the world. You and I, right now, we need to establish friendships with people who don't look like us, because inside they are like us. I have a wonderful young relative who spoke for the first time about how people have hurt her. In speaking, she opened me up. And I thought, how many people, if they withdraw from me, how many do it because they think I will judge them? I won't. I told you I've been learning from the prison programs that we all carry wounds. And those wounds are usually given to us in childhood. And nobody listens. Okay. Now I would like Jessie to show my story of when I took classes from somebody wonderful. I put everything carefully together. Okay. On the Lower East Side, which all of you by now know, has been my favorite painting place. And there was an artist named Isaac Sawyer. And he had two brothers, Raphael and Moses. And I took a class from Isaac. And he spoke. When he spoke, it was to tell the story of why he did what he did. And he did the same work that I love doing. He belonged to something called the Ashcan School, which to show people really at work and who they were. He didn't make them look glamorous. He showed them with sweat and hard work. And that's what I do with my paintings. But Isaac told stories. He spoke about his family. He spoke about his brothers. To all his work, he added stories. And I sincerely believe that has a lot to do with the fact that in all my paintings, there are stories. I painted in that area. And then I went to the classes with Isaac Sawyer. And there's a man named Abe Eisenfeld who was a sculptor. And he invited me, when he saw what I was doing, he invited me, whoever just sneezed, God bless you. And he invited me to work in his class. And the painting, which you will see, should we do it, show it now, or is it enough that it's on the wall?
Up to you.
You can show it on the iPad, right?
It's this thing.
No, this you show, yes.
Yes.
That's Educational Alliance. But I would like I would like to show the painting of... Do you have your computer here?
No.
Kenny,
Yes.
could you get my computer? It's on the table.
I'll pull up the painting.
Okay. About the painting. Because I did it in the middle of Abe Eidenfeld's class from the window.
Yes.
And it's on the wall, but Jesse's going to show it to you now.
It's on the iPad.
On the iPad, yes.
Yes.
I don't have a computer.
My dad's getting it.
I have an iPad. How much time do I have? It's 1:15.
10 minutes. You're good.
So I'm rich.
You're rich in time.
Yes.
So while we're waiting, let me read you some of the comments.
I would love it.
So let's see.
How can you...
Joe Tripp says, "Hello, Hedy. You're a trooper to be outside." Eileen says you look adorable in the hood. Let's see. Janine says, "Hi, Hedy."
Hi, Janine.
Danielle Gross says hello.
Who said hello?
Danielle Gross.
Oh, great.
Tammy Smith says, "Hi, Hedy and family." Kent says, "Hi, Hedy. Kent from Sweden is listening."
I'm so glad. It's 1 o'clock there.
Yes. Catherine Olson says, "Hello, Hedy. Wish I could give you a hot cup of tea like old times."
We have tea right here.
Sandy says, "Hello, Aunt Hedy and family."
Hi.
Laura Silver says, "Go team," with a heart. Rona says, "We love you, Rona and Johanna." Sandy says, "Ishmael, me, and Inna send you love."
Guys, these are all... I don't mean guys, I mean people. Because I'm learning from Linda not to speak in multitudes as being male.
In gendered terms.
We are everybody. I think I'm going to become Southern and just say this word.
Y'all.
Hey, folks.
Christopher says, "Lots of love from Hernan and me."
Wonderful. Christopher, I need you for something. I have a very dear friend in Vienna who wants to listen to these broadcasts, and he doesn't know how. And you are from Austria. If I give you his email, could you transport your wisdom through the miles? Because Vienna was where I was born. And I went back, and I love Vienna. And I would like to do one program on Vienna. But if he can't listen to it... So, Christopher, please.
Christopher says, "Of course, I can reach out to him."
You see, this is when Sweden and Vienna and Florida and the world, because of Facebook, can get together. Facebook can be used just like writing for the worst and the best of us. Let's use it for the best of us. I know Hernan also connected me to different countries, and I love it, even though I cannot speak to them, because I don't do social media.
Yes.
It brings problems. I have to see somebody in order to become their friends. I have to look at their eyes. People, I've worked in the prison system for over 50 years. And I know that if I speak to somebody and get to know them, we can become friends. But through a program where I cannot speak to a person and look at their eyes, I can't establish contact. I know I repeat that so often, but I still keep getting people whom I will never know wanting to get familiar, and I can't. Okay.
Christopher said he's going to email you.
Thank you.
And then Danielle Gross says, they say y'all in the South. That would work to encompass all. Y'all means you all. So it's an abbreviation.
Okay.
So,
Now, let me get back to my papers and tell you about the other things. I want to talk to you about the Educational Alliance, because the Educational Alliance did what we are not doing now. Like my favorite place, which is Henry Street, which is the settlements there, who educate people who come from foreign lands and teach them how to make a living here. That's what the Educational Alliance did. Let me read. Located at 197 East Broadway, the Educational Alliance is a settlement house that has remained vital during the population changes of the Lower East Side. I painted this painting from the inside of the Alliance, but the outside you're already familiar with because I've painted so much of that area, which is where the garden cafeteria is. Can you see on the painting that the forward building, the forward building, which was a Lower East Side newspaper, is now a Chinese church? And the people don't kill each other. They have learned how to live with each other. Can you learn it? Or will there be another riot, as there was on January 6th, when people are trying to destroy each other? Even our vice president had to be shielded from a mob of Americans. I think there needs to be an effort right now for all of us, which goes out of the ordinary. Could we create a settlement house, personally, by finding somebody who needs us to teach them English, to give them work, because we are now becoming a nation of unemployable people, because the businesses are gone. Can't we create a different world? Can't we do it on our own? I would like you to begin, instead of sending me messages which ask me how I am, which I can't answer, could you post messages of how you can change the world? We have to create a new world. With this virus, what we had is gone. How much more time do we have? Let me look at my watch.
2 minutes.
Did you say 2 minutes?
Maybe less, but 2 minutes.
Then let me do this. We are a nation of pioneers, of refugees, of people who had to start a new world. Do it. One by one, as the settlement people of Henry Street, of the Educational Alliance. Begin. Come up with ideas. Give one job to one person, which feeds them. Create an invention Do it now. Our time is limited. I love you all. Please hear me.
6 minutes left, Jess.
6 minutes?
Yes.
We have time.
Thank you.
We have time. You can keep going.
Okay. Is there anybody who at the moment can think of something? I know I've been reading about high school students who've come up with ideas. Become a high school student. Mentally, when you think the world is yours. I'm giving a plea for you to do something for somebody else. Not just for the nation, but for the world. The vaccines are difficult to get because we're millions of people. But you can give food to somebody homeless. Okay. Thank you, Facebook. You gave me a voice.
Okay, so your son has a question for you.
Please.
Even though he's right over there. So, he says, can you tell about the people that got you coffee when you painted in the street in Needle Park?
In Needle Park? Yes. They used to come out and talk to me. But one guy used to go to my car and stand there and watch that nobody took my car. And he would guard me. And years later, when I was painting on Wall Street, a well-dressed man came to me and he said, "You won't recognize me, but I'm the guy from Needle Park." And I stopped drinking and taking drugs, and I'm back in life again. I wanted you to know that I made it. Okay? And then there was another guy who brought his mother and somebody else to meet me. And he said, "I needed you to know that I do have a family, and I am going to start trying. But until then, would you put me in that corner?" You'll see it in another painting. In that corner where the bus stops, as if I had some place to go to. Because I have no place to which to go.
So,
thank you.
let's see. Martha Bilski says, make a garden that is changing the world and can feed people.
Make a garden. Go to an empty lot. Get a group of people together. The Museum of the City of New York once had a show of gardens made by neighborhood people. And whoever works there gets to eat the produce. That's the most wonderful, wonderful idea. Who of you has an empty lot near them, or can do it in their own yard? But you have to share the things. You have to share the work. Get people to do the work with you. And then let the neighborhood eat what the neighborhood creates. That's the most wonderful idea. Thank you, Facebook.
So Laura Silver says, one thing I have started doing is contributing to my local community fridge. They are all over town.
Laura, thank you. And you're one of my favorite writers in the world as well. Thank you. And Wadid and Mike taught me is something I need to say again. Give things away. You have too many socks. There are people who don't have socks. Whatever you have that you're not wearing, needing, please give it away. What I found out, the more I give, the more room there is in my brain. The more thinking takes place. The more wisdom. Thank you.
So Eileen says, learning each other's languages one-on-one is a great idea.
Wait, say that again.
Eileen says, learning each other's languages one-on-one is a great idea.
Yes, because it took me so long to make friends because I could only speak German when we escaped Hitler. And I had to learn English and Spanish. And I must have made so many mistakes. But I owe so much to the Catholic nuns of St. Mary's Academy in Panama, because they would take us refugee children away from the class and say, is there anything you didn't understand? And then we would say it. There was one teacher, I went back to my uncle who could speak English and Spanish, and I said, Uncle, what does that'll do mean? And he said, there's no such word in English. And I said, no, Sister Maria Fernanda goes like this, and she says, that'll do. So you see, if you heard this before, because I did mention it already, then you're new, and I will repeat things occasionally.
Yes.
Soon there will be spring. Make it be spring for other people. Thank you.
So, one last comment you have.
Good.
Lisa Weisel says, I will reach out to the Long Beach High School life skills teachers and see if I can do an intergenerational dance therapy group on Zoom. That's my school.
Lisa, the other thing that you have, plus your dancing, is your joyous laughter. Laugh. We need it. I love you all. Thank you, Facebook, for existing. Bye-bye.